We must keep Arizona competitive in our tax structure, our education system, and our limited government, all of which are essential to a thriving economy.
Arizona Governor Jan Brewer delivering what is believed to be her final State of the State address, touting her accomplishments and laying out a plan for the final year of her term. Good evening, Arizona. I'm Carrie Pena.
And I'm Fields Mosley. One of the biggest things at the top of the legislative agenda for this year, dealing with the crisis with Child Protective Services.
Dennis Welch is live at the state capitol. And Dennis, everyone seems to agree there's a huge problem at CPS, but not everyone agrees with how to do it.
Well, Governor, this is likely going to be her last State of the State address, as governor, as she's going to be termed out. And she used this time to really lay out a broad agenda for the coming year. But all anybody's really talking about was her decision to abolish the Child Protective Services Agency as we know it.
It breaks my heart and makes me angry. Enough with uninvestigated reports of abuse and neglect. Enough with the lack of transparency, and enough with the excuses.
That was Governor Jan Brewer talking about the crisis that rocked her administration late last year. Thousands of cases of botched child abuse at Arizona's Child Protective Services Agency. To solve the problem, Brewer announced this bombshell during her State of the State address at the legislature today.
This morning, I signed an executive order that abolishes CPS as we know it and establishes a new division of Child Safety and Family Services with its own cabinet-level director who reports to me.
Brewer offered the job to Charles Flanagan, the director of the Juvenile Corrections Department in Arizona, and it gives the governor more authority over the department that has been plagued with problems for decades. The governor also announced progress with the botched cases. Of the 6,500 that were dropped, all of them have been assigned to caseworkers, and more than 3,000 have been contacted. Still, not everyone was happy.
Demolishing CPS and creating a new agency, that's the easy part. The hard part is the actual public policy. How are we going to finally get to the legitimate cause of CPS, the root cause of the problems within CPS?
And again, while the governor was announcing big changes inside the State House today, outside protesters were saying there wasn't enough. And coming up at 6, we'll show you more about what they had to say about what the governor is doing. Live at the Capitol, I'm Dennis Welch, 3TV.